And I think our technology is just about ready to go.
Do you want to start playing it? Or do you want to talk first? We're going to talk first. Okay, let me just put it on pause then. Turn that off so that it'll keep it. When you're ready, just take it.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for allowing us to come and talk a little bit about some of our successes in Region 2. It's always tough having to follow Region 1, especially with Lori and Martha and Russ. It's very difficult. But I want to talk a little bit about some of the successes that we have done in our region, which is the Panhandle type area, we call it. It's made up of Berkeley, Jefferson, Morgan County, Grant, Hampshire, Hardy, Mineral, Pendleton. Am I missing? I think that's it. Okay. So I never remember those. I wrote them down, but I didn't look. My name's Seamus Cleveland. I'm part of this wonderful group here working with substance abuse prevention in this area. With me today is Tiffany Parker, Paige Moreland, and Kelly Taylor. We all really work really well together. I can move this. And what's great is our theme today really is putting the pieces together. And you'll kind of see what that means whenever we show our video, whenever we do a little interactive piece. We don't have a PowerPoint. But we do have a lot of people that like to talk, but we don't have a whole lot of time, I understand that. One thing I did want to point out, though, is some of the stuff that we're talking about today, it's directly related to what came out of the Governor's Task Force. We could talk here probably all day about some of the stuff, a lot of the stuff we're doing, but we're just going to talk. We're going to show you some of the stuff that's really directed to the Governor's Task Force. Let's see. Basically, our theme today is on putting the pieces together. It's about collaboration, it's about communication, and it's about teamwork. These are all some of the things that Dr. Hall had mentioned and Mr. Thornton had mentioned, and it's really great to hear them talk about this and for us to kind of be part of that as well. Really, since we're running out of time, I'm going to go ahead and start this video. It's about 5 minutes, and then we're going to move on and to the rest of the crowd group.
were some of the barriers or struggles that you had to deal with?
Trying to get help, trying to find like rehabs to get into, and it seemed like you had to get in trouble to get the help.
So was that a long process for you?
Yeah, big time.
So talk a little bit about how Pathways has helped you and made a difference in your life.
It's made a very big difference in my life, actually. Just coming here and being a part of something, and just, it's like their family. I'm very comfortable here. So,
Awesome.
To be honest with you, I don't have an exact sober date. I know I'm clean today, and I'm cleaner longer, not as long as I'd like to be, but longer than I have been before. So I guess that's me.
Awesome. Well, how has Pathways helped you?
Well, one way it's helped me is, where we live in Hampshire County, this is a good place to meet new acquaintances, to find people that enjoy doing normal fun activities in life that you don't have to involve alcohol or drugs. It gives you just support if you have to get something off your chest, and if you're feeling the need to use, you could probably walk in here and talk to anybody you see first, and they'll try to talk you through that moment. Education helps me educate me on more about my disease and even other diseases, and so it's just a good all-around place as far as providing support, giving you new acquaintances in your life, getting you involved in activities, stuff like that.
As you can see, collaboration is very important to us, as it is to you as well, we know. And we hope that you were able to see how each area overlapped and worked together. We like to think of ourselves as small pieces, just a small piece to the bigger puzzle, this vision that we're all trying to accomplish. As we're providing services and trying to make a difference in our communities, we must always ask ourselves, how do I fit into the bigger picture? It may take longer than what you expect to find where you fit in, but just remember this. This is a scripture that comes out of Romans, and Paul says, "Endurance develops maturity of character, and character produces joyful and confident hope." So no matter how long you've been in this, Kathy, stop that. So no matter how long you've been in the field and you feel like you're not making a difference, just remember it's all about the endurance and that character, because we're all going to reach that bigger goal in the end. It may not happen when we want it to happen, but it will happen. So now we want to put some of you to work and not just sit and listen to us talk, even though Seamus thinks we like to. We're women, right? That's what we do best, is talk. Some tables have some big puzzle pieces. If you have the big puzzle pieces, raise your hand so I know where you are. Okay. The big ones, yes. Yes, yes, okay. So what yeah, well, everybody's got the little ones, but Kelly will tell you about those in a moment. So we want you now to take 60 seconds, this is our challenge, 60 seconds to put your puzzle together. I did a presentation on Friday and I found that adults still love games. So we're going to give you 60 seconds to put the puzzle together, but remember, you got to work together. So tables that have the puzzle pieces, you might have to go to another table to figure out if, okay, ready, go.
Good job.
Are you communicating and working together? I'm going to give you 15 seconds. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, I have some good news, okay? You might think that you didn't get all the right pieces, but every piece fits together. So no matter what piece that you have, they all work together, because everything that we do, no matter whether it's prevention, early intervention, treatment, and recovery, we all work together for the same goal. So, good job if you didn't. All right, I'm going to introduce Paige.
Okay, everybody also has little pieces, puzzle pieces on the table. So those are for each of you to take home. They tie into this handout that's sitting on the table as well. It asks you the question, where will you fit in when you go home? And what we did on this, we just highlighted a specific successful story from our Governor's Regional Task, Governor's Regional Task Force meetings. The story here says Sandy Parker's piece of the puzzle made a difference. After attending her local coalition meeting in Mineral County, Sandy Parker learned of the opportunity to attend the Governor's Regional Substance Abuse Task Force for Region 2. Excuse me. With her goal in mind of bringing the evidence-based program Lions Quest to school systems across West Virginia, she began attending the meetings as a team member for both prevention and early intervention. Her goal was reached in July when over 50 law enforcement officers who work in the school systems were trained in Lions Quest in Fallensby, West Virginia. She's proven herself to be a great example of how our local coalition springboard to the Governor's Regional Task Forces successfully. So the small piece of your puzzle on your table is for you to remember that.
I guess I'm the one who likes to talk a lot and I don't really get an introduction. My name is Kelly Taylor, and I'm a part of this wonderful and great lively crew who work up in the Eastern Panhandle. And we did want to leave you with a takeaway, because what you might not have seen from the video, but what you will read over there on the wall if you stop to look at those charts, I'm sure someone's going to tell you about what the goals that we had wanted to work on for our area, and the four of us being from prevention, was getting evidence-based programs in from preschool all the way to high school. And also we wanted to tackle the border issue with prescription drug abuse. And we went out and we surveyed and interviewed every pharmacist in all 8 counties who would actually speak to us. And there were actually some pharmacists in that video holding up signs about what that meant for us coming to them and providing them with education and talking to them about diversion. And we were able to provide some valuable, or what we thought was valuable, feedback to the governors advisory board on what our pharmacists were saying, and we had a pharmacist that was interviewed who actually came to one of the meetings, and you can ask Kathy, he gave us an earful at that meeting, but it was great and wonderful information. And what he did, kind of like what Paige said, was he figured out that he did play a bigger role. He might be a pharmacist, but he played a bigger role in that. And as Paige said, just there are small puzzle pieces at your table, and they're blank. Just if you have a moment or a chance, we just want you to write maybe what you think your part in the bigger picture is. And you might think, well, I'm just a physician, or I just work at the bureau, or I'm just here because my boss told me I had to come, or I'm here because I'm out of school. But we all play a vital role, and our small piece makes a wonderful and big puzzle, not just for the Panhandle, but for the entire state of West Virginia. And so just write what you think your piece is. Take it back, put it on your desk, put it on your refrigerator, just to remind yourself, and just to evaluate and check in on where you are. Are you making a difference in your community, no matter how big or how small? And again, these meetings were great, and we had so much come from them, just the Lions Quest story, the pharmacy information, and even awareness about the need for treatment in the Panhandle. So we thank you, and we hope you guys have a wonderful conference.
Thank you very much, Region 2.